Welcome again to MMA Best of Best. So don't forget to like and subscribe our YouTube channel, The Face of Legends. So let's watch the JORGE Santiago versus KAZUO Misaki to one of the best fight in MMA history.
Two big middleweights in the ring, and already Misaki moving and grooving. A lot of head movement, a lot of footwork.
That's what he said he worked a lot on, was trying to get his head out of the way. He really believes the reason why he got submitted the last time was because he let him hit him a couple times and slowed him way down as the rounds got further into it.
First strike by Santiago. He is wearing the surfing board shorts, though it's KAZUO Misaki whose hobby is surfing. They clinch up for the first time. Knee to the thigh from Santiago. He's now landed 2 strikes. And Misaki gets his first knee and a foot stomp. Like 2 bulls locking horns, and again Misaki knee. This time it was up to the left rib cage. Then he throws one to the right rib cage. Misaki shot to the kidney off the right hand. Corking knees at the inside and outside thigh. Referee keeping a close eye on it. Misaki tried for was it a hip toss there, Frank?
No, it was going for? Looked like for Ippon Seoinage, an arm throw. He missed it. Santiago pulled his arm back.
High round kick, right hand from Santiago. Now the takedown from Misaki inside the half guard. The crowd applauds.
Geez, it's early yet, but Misaki's controlling the pace of the fight, controlling where it goes. He got spun into the corner twice and got himself out of it, kept Santiago there, and got the takedown. So as of right now, at least Misaki's in control of this fight. Well, let's wait 23 minutes and see where we're at.
As we said last time, Misaki was dominating the fight for 24 out of 25 minutes before Santiago pulled out the submission in the very, very final stages. Misaki says history will not repeat itself here tonight, Frank.
Dude, it makes Santiago so dangerous the entire fight. It doesn't make a difference if you have an hour or 10 minutes to fight this guy or 3 minutes. He's dangerous from the very get-go to the very end because he's always got a big submission to pull out from every different angle, every different direction. It's not just a triangle or just a armbar that you have to watch out for. You have to watch out for his entire submission game, which means at some point he's going to catch in something.
Misaki, the former Pride welterweight Grand Prix champion, he's fought some of the greats, beaten the likes of Joe Riggs, Dan Henderson, Phil Baroni, Dennis Kang, Ed Herman, Akito Shoji. Losses to the likes of the man sitting next to me, Frank Trigg, Paulo Filio, Nate Marquardt, Ricardo Almeida, and Kazuhiro Nakamura.
Thanks for reminding me how good I used to be. Appreciate that.
And there you see Misaki is off again, throws an overhand right. Santiago tries to tag him with a hook. Both men throw knees to the midsection. Good exchanges in the clinch. Oh, Santiago turns him around in the blue corner, down to the canvas again with a thud. Misaki in side control.
Jeez, fully passed and put him down on the ground. In the middle of that exchange, Santiago thought he was going to get spun back into the corner, and instead he gets tripped and laid down. Misaki's really improved his game. He's really improved his takedown game.
The champion has finished 9 of his last 10 opponents, including Jeremy Horn, Trevor Prangley, Logan Clark, Nakamura, and obviously Misaki. Back to his feet now. Formerly known as the Grabaka Hitman, KAZUO Misaki left the Grabaka gym in 2009 in November. He's currently unaffiliated. Slings to the outside leg. We faked the stomp, did he there, Frank?
No, I think he got his leg kicked off when Santiago caught his leg as he was coming in and kind of swept him off to the side. Looked very odd though, no matter what happened. That one we definitely seen a replay to kind of figure out what happened there.
Slings the legs again here, does Misaki. Look at the condition that Misaki is in. He has trained like a demon for this title challenge.
It's been a pretty high pace. He's gotten 2 takedowns. Been in complete control the entire time, and he's barely broken a sweat at this point.
Couple of right hands getting off there from Misaki. Back to his feet, the challenger. The champion Santiago kicking out of the knees here. Oh, Misaki almost got clipped with that right heel as he came in. He's going to be careful of that.
You've got to control the guy's heels in here. You've got to grab hold of his ankles. You can't just sit in here. You're going to eventually get kicked.
Up kick again from Santiago. Puts him inside the guard now. Pulls the head down towards his chest. He doesn't want Misaki to posture up and work the hammer fist strikes. Turn the knuckles into the jawline.
Santiago's got a great job. I mean, I like to see Santiago kind of try to move out here a little bit, but it's really hard for him to do that because Misaki's keeping his hips in. Like Santiago in here traditionally starts to put his heels up on his hips. He can't do it because Misaki's got him so tight, there's nowhere for him to go.
End of the round. I like it for KAZUO Misaki, the challenger, Frank.
He's doing a good job, but remember, this is how the fight kind of went the first time, so let's not get too anxious. Oh, wow, just missed with that knee. Caught him with that nice open right hand, but, you know, Santiago's not really good at striking. That's where the takedown happened. Just kind of drag on him and grabbed his hips and sat down on it. But so Santiago has a lot of open strikes that he does where his arms come all the way out or fully extended from a loop. And as a result, there's a little power on it, even though he's hitting Misaki. He's got no power behind it, so it doesn't do much good. And there at the end, you know, Mike, I have to be honest with you. In hands, you can attest to this a little bit. I mean, if a guy's kicking you in the face and he's on his back, don't you want to grab a hold of his ankles? I mean, I see too many guys that just walk in there kind of helter-skelter with your hands out thinking you're going to duck your feet. Eventually, he's going to catch you in the face and break your nose or break your jaw and knock you out.
We've seen fights finish that way, Frank.
I mean, it's, you know, Anderson Silva knocked out Okami that way illegally because Okami happened to be on one knee at the time. And there's countless others you can look at throughout the history of MMA where guys just get cracked in the face from the guy on his back and the fight's over.
You see JZ Kelvin giving the instructions to Santiago in the red corner. Meanwhile, Daiju Takase over with Misaki in the blue corner. We are ready to roll second round of action. Michael Chavello, Frank Trigg, Hans Thompson with you from SRC 14 main event, the Kokugikan Sumo Hall in Tokyo.
Usually guys are sitting right by their corner post. These two guys were already in the center of the ring. The ref was trying to keep them apart from each other before the start of the round.
Probing with the jab, Misaki.
That's that damn left hook that throws you off. He throws a lazy left hook out there, hoping you do something. He's going to kick you in the stomach or throw that right hand right behind and smack in the nose.
Nice.
That's what he caught me with.
Santiago yet to land a salvo in this round. Good footwork again from Misaki, just getting out of dodge.
You see how much more improvement there is on Santiago's stand-up game now? His hands are a little bit tighter, his elbows are down, he's a lot more relaxed to his shoulders than even the last time he fought. Like, he's even more relaxed now at his foot speed. Misaki just has that confidence of hours and hours and fights of striking that he's on his feet. He does some weird stuff, weird motion, weird movements, but Santiago's gotten a lot better.
Santiago training with that stellar team, an American top team. Thiago Silva, JZ, Thiago Alves has his BJJ black belt under Ricardo Laborio. Said that his first fight with Misaki was one of the hardest of his career. And that's a nice jab.
Look how much straighter his punching has become. Like early in the first round, it was real looping and really wide open, and he's tightened it up. I don't know if they did something in the corner or that's just how he starts to fight, but everything's really tight now.
George told me yesterday, Frank, that he's been training a lot of Muay Thai in Florida.
They got a great team down there in ATT.
Oh, the jumping knee! He tried to clip him on the jawline with the rising knee. Santiago looking very comfortable at the moment, throws a high right round kick. Now the champion is on the hunt. Now the champion is walking down Misaki. And Misaki's got an answer here. He cannot afford to be backed up and just play a counter-attacking game when he's not really countering at the moment.
No, he's just ducking out of the way.
There's a left hook from Misaki. And Santiago continually pressuring.
You see the difference in that exchange right there? Misaki hit Santiago twice and then backed completely out, and Santiago just stood there and waited for the next series. When Misaki gets caught like that, he's continuously moving out of the way, moving back and ducking and diving, so you can't hit him with 4 punches. You're going to hit him with 1 or 2.
Clash of kicks. Santiago fires the right hand to the sternum. Oh, Misaki, that was nice. He did a 3-2, left hook, right cross. Fake the front kick, off the back leg. Fakes the right hand, goes for a jumping knee. That was nicely set up. Santiago did not know what was going to come his way. Body shots, boom, boom, both sides of the carcass. And he fakes off that back leg again, does Misaki. There's a double jab, setting up for another jumping knee. Couldn't get it. Santiago saw it coming. Body shot from Santiago, knee from Misaki again, escapes back to center ring. Long extension on the right hand from Santiago, but he telegraphed it all the way from Florida.
Santiago really wants to hit Misaki. He's getting in a better position. He's getting a better. Oh, wow.
Guillotine!
Shut up.
Guillotine! Can he find it? Can he find it?
No, you can see the back of his head. You see it's going to slip out.
Can he find it? Can he find it?
He's got to black him all the way out. You got to black Santiago all the way out. You have to pass out to get him.
He's out.
He's tired, though. Look at him. He's limped out.
This place is crazy. The full mount now from the challenger. Wow, have you ever heard the Kokugi can't explode like that, Frank?
Jeez, that was amazing. That was really tight. But Santiago's such a high-level Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu guy. The only way to catch him in that position is to make him black all the way out, to choke him unconscious. Otherwise, he's never going to tap. He's just too good.
Smothering forearm across the esophagus. Throws the legs up to Santiago.
Last 30 seconds.
Under 30 seconds remaining now. Santiago's going to try and look for a submission of his own from the bottom.
He's getting to it. He's getting to that knee. He's working his way to that ankle. The ankle that Misaki has taped up. He's working to it.
And kneels under the ropes, Misaki. Referee says, let's bring it back to center ring. What an epic round of action. A real seesawing battle here for the title.
Last 10 seconds.
Oh, they restand them. Interesting. Misaki's just going to dance. Leans the head into that one. Santiago went to one Muay Thai clinch on the bell. Round of the night, Frank Trigg.
Wow, I got 2 rounds to none from Misaki. Anybody else at the table disagree with me?
No. I'm all that way.
Look at this, nice and tight. The chin is caught. He's got his elbow in tight. He knew exactly where he was going. And Santiago, being smart and having great jiu-jitsu, knew how to roll out of it. So he's immediately trying to attempt to get his roll out, so he can kind of get that position off in desperation. But you see how deep it is? Somebody like me would have tapped immediately because my chin was completely caught, my head's caught. But Santiago just knows there's no way in hell you're going to be able to tap me in that position unless you black me out. Great job, Misaki, though, to even attempt it. Most guys would go, I'm not going to try it on this guy.
And there he is, Sexyama, who fought Misaki at Yaranoka a few years ago and lost to him. Is sitting here commentating ringside. I thought I smelled some sexiness in the house earlier on. Okay, Frank, if you're in the corner with Jay-Z and you're talking to Santiago, what are you telling him to do?
Keep your hands up, keep doing straight punches, straight kicks, keep doing what you've been doing as far as the stand-up game goes. When you get a shot, we've got to get Misaki down on his back. Every time we've been on the ground so far this fight, it's been him taking us down or him having control how we went down, like you saw with the guillotine there at the end of the second round. We've got to take him down under control where we want to put him. So we have to make this happen by doing a 1-2-3, a 2-3, a 1-2, right to the takedown and getting it through.
We are ready to roll. Third round of action. So far, we've got a 2-zip, a big goose egg for Santiago. 2 rounds up for KAZUO MISAKI. Wherever you're watching live on HDNet, we hope you're enjoying all the action of SRC 14. On HDNet, your home for mixed martial arts. It is time for the champion to go to work. Or indeed, is history going to repeat itself? Are we going to see a repeat of last time, where Santiago leaves it to the very last minute? Sets the right hand. Misaki almost got clipped with the knee. Misaki looking to hook that right leg. He does now. He's going to go for a guillotine again, is he? High knee, nicely done.
I think from now on in, every time he gets to that position, he's going to pull him down and knee him in the face. So stop going to the guillotine because he knows it's really difficult to finish him. He was so close to the end of that second round.
Oh, the big cover! Can he finish him? Can he finish him? Look at Santiago go! Misaki holding on! That was a huge kick! Can he find the finish? Can Santiago find the finish? There is blood. He's cut by the eye, Misaki. Look at that. His eye is cut. It's the eyelid.
He's got the reverse heel hook.
Can he find it here?
You got to split his legs. You can't lead him. Misaki can't lead him. He's got to split his legs. And Santiago has to try to get that foot as straight as he can. Either catch that heel or catch those toes and make sure the toes are pointed all the way down towards the canvas.
Misaki now with the up kicks. Big right hand from Santiago, the champion. Oh, Misaki tried to reverse him. Now they're back to their feet. Listen to this crowd. Toe to toe, they slug it out. Santiago with the takedown inside the guard.
Now, finally, first takedown by Santiago. Let's see what happens from here.
What a fight. We told you it could be contender for Fight of the Year. You see the cut on the eyelid there of Misaki. That's a bad place to be cut. The blood already running down into the eye. You can see him blinking heavily. Puts one foot on the hips, does Misaki.
Just sit here, hold guard, make the ref stand him back up again. Don't try and get in a battle of grappling with a guy like Santiago. Not unless you're doing it underneath your control.
Santiago rips in a few right hands to the rib cage. Can Misaki get the restand he wants? Can Santiago break out of this posture control? Puts a hand on the upper rib cage. Tries to pop the head out, but still that left arm is all tied up. Misaki tying him up like a pretzel.
2 minutes remaining.
2 minutes remaining in this third round of 5, this championship match. Santiago looking to posture up. Nice kidney kicks off the heel there from Misaki.
Misaki's getting time to recover. That scramble right there tied him out a lot, plus it hurt him, getting that kick in the head. Now he's got time to recover. He's held Santiago down. Santiago should have postured up, kind of got himself free, sat down, but it's difficult when you got Misaki just underhooking you and holding onto your head, keeping his legs closed. There's nothing you can really do.
Inside the closed guard, now the open guard of Misaki, the champion Santiago. Will the referee stand them up? Hammer fist strikes there from the Brazilian.
I like to see Santiago be a little bit more active on top. Get his hands on him, start giving him more pressure, more peppering shots to the body. Arm control, just like that, hitting him.
1 minute remaining.
1 minute remaining in the third round.
Misaki's doing a great job of tying Santiago up. He's not letting him hit him hard, big flush punches, keeping him tied in there, can't let him pass.
Hammer fist strike from Santiago. Referee scoots around to a different view here. Opens up the guard again, kicks the kidneys a couple more times,
Last 30
and
seconds.
closes the guard.
I was going to say, Mike, when you have a guy like Santiago on top of you, a minute's a long-ass time. Especially when you get rung in the bell by a leg kick.
Shots to the upper left rib cage. Try to hook around to the side of the jaw, Santiago.
Last 10 seconds.
10 seconds remaining. How are we going to score this one? How are you seeing it wherever you're watching on HDNet? We go to the towels again, Frank.
You know what? I got 2-1. At the end of the third round, I got 2-1 for Misaki. So Santiago obviously dug back a little bit, got that one. But Misaki did a good job of holding him down. Santiago's doing a much better job on his feet. And obviously, nice head kick, and it followed up with that straight right hand to put him down on the canvas. And really, I thought the fight should have been over, or could have been over at this position. I couldn't tell that Misaki was blocking the rest of those punches on the ground, tying him up. Tries to get the reversal, nice leg sweep, pushes him up and stands back up to his feet.
Misaki, who has fallen victim to some premature stoppage in his career against Melvin Manoff at Dynamite last year. Remember, there was a lot of controversy that the referee stopped that one very quickly. Misaki being beaten by Melvin at Dynamite. Jay-Z, Kelvin, ATT team, corner of Santiago. Okay, Frank, let's switch coaching sides now. What are you telling Misaki?
Go back to your striking. You gotta get yourself back and moving again. Don't get overzealous. Every time you try to throw a big hand out, whether it's a big right or a big left hook, he's gonna take a shot on you. You can't be sitting up and missing those punches because he's gonna get down. You do not want to be on your back with Santiago. If you go to the ground, make sure you're on top. Get back to your striking, keep him out. Stay on top every time he goes to the ground.
4th round of 5. Championship on the line. A better round in the 3rd for the champion, Santiago. They went to work on the cut of Misaki.
Round 4.
Good inside leg kick. Opens up with aggression, does Misaki.
Both guys got to pick their spots now. It's starting to get late. You're real slick, real slippery. If you punch too hard or punch too much, you'll slide right off a guy and end up falling on your face.
Inside leg kick again to that femoral artery.
Smart from Misaki, it's going to slow him down. Keep Santiago from going to chase him down or slow down his takedowns. He's got to be careful though, dipping to that right side. Santiago already hit him in the head one time with the leg kick. He might hit him down with his hands now.
Santiago misses as Misaki just got on the outside of the straight right cross. Misaki fires a right of his own. Underhooks here from the hitman. Tries to curl the knee. Referee may break them. Backed into the neutral corner in front of our commentary position.
Keep him in the corner, keep him in the corner. Santiago has to get out of the corner. You got to switch positions when you're in these spots depending on which fighter you are.
High knee to the sternum from Santiago. Misaki. Hooking that right leg. Referee calling for action. He may break them soon. Who would that favor, Frank?
Honestly, it favors Santiago at this point because Misaki's using a lot of energy to push Santiago into the corner, but for nothing to happen.
Misaki looked like he was going for a takedown. Now we're back to center ring.
Santiago spent that whole time leaning against the ring rope, just standing resting.
Back fist. Oh, the big kibosh! Can he find the finish? Can he find the finish?
He's got to relax and take his time. He can't punch himself out in this position. Find your space.
All over him. Santiago surviving. Can Misaki find the finishing blow? Can he find the finishing blow?
Misaki's gonna punch himself out. He's too covered up now. He's got to go to the body. Santiago's got to move out of this position, use his legs to get some separation.
Listen to this craziness. We have never heard a crowd like it at Sengoku.
See, he started headhunting. Misaki started headhunting too much. Once he brought his arms up, he should have started ripping to the body, even in that position, make his arms come back down. And Santiago did a good job of keeping his arms up. Oh, great pass.
He's gonna mount him. He mounts him. The champ's been mounted. Now can Misaki pound him out? He's gonna give his back. Santiago's gonna give his back.
This is a bad position to be in if you're Misaki. You don't want him rolling around underneath you because he's got so many tricks.
Misaki wants to flatten him out now. Can he find the finish?
He's got the head and arm choke in.
Can he find the finish? Can he find the finish? Misaki working. Santiago holds it again. And Misaki repositions himself, goes back to side control. We are seeing the fight of the night. We are seeing one of the fights of the year. Oh, nice knee. Top of the head, headache maker.
Santiago's got to move from here. He cannot stay in this position. I don't care how tired you are. You can't sit down here taking this beating.
Warning not to knee the back of the head. Misaki guillotine! Is he gonna choke him? Can he find it now? Oh, he knees him smack bang on the nose. And to the top of the head. Misaki just pulverizing the champion. Santiago through the ropes. He goes through the ropes deliberately so he gets a break. This crowd is loving the performance from Misaki.
We're going to call this one. I think this one's coming to a yellow card.
For going through the ropes?
Yep. Yep. Here it comes. He fled. He fled, so hit him with a yellow card.
Referee digs into his back pocket. And he rips out
red
the
card.
red card.
This makes this a 10-8 round. This is the fourth round. It's a 10-8 round. So he's up 2 rounds. He's up 2 rounds to 1. He goes up this round. One's a 10-8 round, which means Santiago has to win by submission or knockout in the 5th round if he gets through the 4th round.
Listen to this place once more. This is awesome. Misaki shoots up that jab. Curls in the knuckles on the overhand right. Tie clinch. Oh, look at Santiago swinging for the knockout now. Tie clinch again. And Misaki returns the favor with a knee of his own. Listen to this.
I think it's really unfortunate. Misaki's keeping his hands down this whole time because Santiago's still really dangerous.
He
See, just hit him again.
Misaki's down. Misaki's down. Now Santiago on top of him. It's over.
No,
End of the
another
round. End of the round. Wow.
Yeah, he's going crazy.
Frank, was that the craziest, most insane round of action we have seen all year?
Dude, that is absolutely nuts. Somebody help me with my math. I got really bad math skills. I went to public school. 10-9 round, he wins the 1st round. 10-9 round, you win the 2nd round. 10-8 round, you win the 4th round. All right, so now you're up 30 to...
You're up now. You have 39 points.
Okay.
If you are KAZUO Misaki. And you are 36 points, it looks like, if you are Santiago.
So there's no way for you to win going into a 10-9 or 10-8 round the next round.
You have.
That's true. That's true. And I think one of the biggest mistakes that Misaki made at this position was that he immediately goes back to when he had the shot, he goes back for that guillotine choke when he should have just dragged his head out and started kneeing him into the face as opposed to bringing him back up, instead of trying to go to a 200 choke.
I tell you what, Frank, I have seen some amazing fights commentating SRC, but this one takes the cake.
Dude,
this one takes the pavlova. This one takes the whole dessert buffet smorgasbord.
This is great, and what a great position, what a great fight so far. I mean, this definitely beats the first one. The first one was amazing, and both these guys have improved so much over the last, year and 8 months since the first fight.
5th and final round.
Oh, jeez!
Santiago rocks him. Santiago rocks him. Misaki in trouble. Here comes the champ. It's pandemonium. It's pandemonium. Misaki locks him up. Now maybe Misaki has to go through the ropes. What are they screaming in their hands?
Go harder.
Kick his ass.
Amazing scenes. Santiago inside control. Now Santiago's going to mount him. No. Goes into half guard. Now he mounts him.
Now we're in trouble. Now Misaki's in a lot of trouble. It's a long time, 4.5 minutes or so to have a guy like Santiago on top of you mounted, can punch hard and can submit.
Santiago may try and set up an armbar here. He's opened up like a house of fire in this round. Misaki in a whole world of hurt.
All Misaki has to do is survive this round to win the fight, but with a guy like Santiago on top of you, that's almost impossible to do.
Santiago trying to soften him up, trying to work it open. He'll go for the armbar again, it looks like. He's setting it for the right arm of Misaki. He may go for a Kimura. He's working that right arm. He wants to take home a souvenir. He may just pound him out. Can he find the victory now?
Wow, Misaki's still fighting. Look at him. He's still trying to get the movement on. He's still trying to get out of this. Oh, head arm triangle's coming.
Santiago, will he sub him again?
No, wrong way.
Can he find it here, the champ?
Santiago's got it in nice and tight. He's going to extend his body, try to string him out.
Blood streaming off the eye of Misaki. Can Santiago find it? Misaki shakes his hand. Can Santiago find the choke? Misaki shakes his hand again. Misaki tries to punch out. Can Santiago finish?
Misaki's
He
got
gets
to
up
get.
on it. He's going to soften him up again.
Misaki's got to get him off of him. He cannot be here.
Misaki now top
Jeez.
position. Listen. Blood spewing out of the eye.
Santiago's got to try and work a triangle choke or an armbar right now. He's got to get Misaki worried again about the submission.
I have never heard anything like it. The chants go up for Misaki. Misaki almost with a headbutt there. Oh, look at this, look at this, look at this. He's got the arm. No, Misaki's out, gives his back. Rear naked choke. Can he find it now? Can he find it now? No, Misaki defends. Back inside half guard, Santiago. And the referee wants some more space. Can Misaki hold on? He gets mounted again. Santiago wants to ground and pound and maybe set up for a sub on one of these arms. Misaki's eye almost swollen shut, the left eye. Blood out of the right eye. Blood out of his mouth. Here comes Santiago. Can he find it now? Can he find it now?
The refs are going to stop it. The refs are going to step in and stop this fight now. He almost called it right there before Misaki turned over.
1 minute remaining. Santiago wants to flatten him out. This place is deafening. Misaki can hardly see. Both eyes are bleeding. Both eyes are swollen. Santiago tries to pound him out. Can he find the finish? He takes the back again. He's just putting a beating on him. He's just assaulting him. It's all over.
What?
It's all over. They threw in the towel.
Why would you throw in a towel when there's almost 30 seconds left on your fighter? That makes no sense. That is the worst thing ever. Why would your corner throw in with 30 seconds left in the end of the fight that you were winning? That is horrific.
I know he was taking a beating. Both eyes were swollen shut. But like you said, Frank, you want to go out on your shields if you are KAZUO Misaki.
That's the worst. Like, why his corner did that? That is just horrible. There was 30 seconds left in the round. That's all that was left in that fight, and he was going to win the fight. All he had to do was to get out of the 30 seconds. He faces it off. That makes no sense. He rolls over, he gets back on top. He's in a good position. He's taking a little break here. Obviously, he's been mounted for 3.5 minutes. The guy's exhausted. Sits up, gets caught in the half of omoplata. See, the wrist is caught in the left-hand side, or the right-hand side of Santiago. Great job by Santiago. Catches it up. Sits up, rolls him over, boom, gets back on top of the mount. Man, it's so disappointing. Misaki was in such a good position to win that fight, and his corner stops it with 30 seconds. That makes no sense. But great work by Santiago to force Misaki's corner to have to throw it in. I mean, he kept with it the whole time.
Frank, I told you it could be contender for Fight of the Year. It is certainly Fight of 2010 in my book. And I would say the most epic fight we have ever seen in Sengoku.
Yeah, I have to agree with you. I really do. I mean, that was one for the ages. I mean, you got the whole crowd chanting for one guy and the other. I mean, it's just amazing. But also too that, like, in America, to my knowledge, I don't think you're not allowed to throw the towel anymore. They've stopped that. So only the referee or the doctor can stop the fight. Otherwise, you have to keep on going. And it's tough to see, but I don't think Misaki can see out of either eye.
Both eyes were swollen shut. He was fighting blind. He was getting beaten on. You know, there are moments in your life you'll never forget. There are epic events that happen that are just ingrained, just etched into your brain, etched into your memory, and etched into immortality in the annals of time. This fight is one of them, and I don't feel like I'm overstating it, Frank. I don't feel like I'm over-exaggerating it. This is a fight that everyone who saw it live tonight, here at the Kokugikan, live on Japanese television and live on HDNet, will never, ever, ever forget for the rest of their lives. We will always remember the time when we saw Misaki versus Santiago 2.
What an amazing bout. Now what do you say about Santiago? Look how tough that kid is. Is he the belt collector? You better freaking believe it. I mean, he collected 3 belts in 14 months, defended his title, he's the real champ. He took another beating and kept coming back and after 4.5 rounds of high intensity fighting where he lost 3 of those rounds, he comes back and forces not the man, but the man's corner to protect their fighter and throw in the towel to stop the fight. You have to stand up and cheer for Santiago because he did such a great job and such an amazing feat. Like we said earlier when the fight started, ATT's got such great guys down there because of the great trainers and the great fighters like Santiago and Jay-Z and the rest of the guys are down there that come up, Sandro, that come out of that space, that know how to fight and know how to always last through everything. That kid's a tough character. I mean, he's a guy that he's one of those guys. He's a true Spartan. He comes in on his feet and walks out on his shield and he's going to walk out.
Exactly, and that is why he will be gutted, Frank. The corner threw the towel with 30 seconds remaining. It will haunt him for the rest of his life.
I got to be honest with you. I don't know how many of those corner guys will be around after tonight.
SRC ミドル級チャンピオンジョルジ・サンチアゴ選手に認定証が贈られます。